The morning sky over Ridgewood High was pale and tired, like it hadn't slept all night. Students poured through the gates in loud, chaotic waves, but Isla Morgan wasn't one of them. She always walked alone, hugging her books to her chest, slipping between crowds like a quiet shadow. Her brown hair fell like a curtain around her face, hiding her eyes the way she preferred. She wasn't mute or strange, she just didn't talk much. And because she didn't talk much, people felt free to talk for her. Rumors followed her everywhere. Shy girl, weird girl, loner, ghost. But today something far darker was waiting for her. As Isla turned the corner into the parking lot, she froze. 3 seniors, Logan Price, Derek Vaughan, and Maddox Lane, stood beside a shiny black BMW with the alarm blaring. Logan kicked the tire, his face twisted in fake rage. Derek pointed straight at Isla the moment she appeared, and Maddox smirked like he'd been waiting for this exact moment. "There she is!" Derek shouted. "The car thief herself!" Heads snapped in her direction. Conversations dropped. A circle formed instantly as people moved in, phones raised, ready to record drama they didn't even understand. Isla blinked, confused, hugging her books tighter. I don't know what... Save it!" Logan stormed toward her with a swagger that came from a lifetime of getting away with everything. "You were seen messing around the parking lot yesterday. And now my car is scratched, the windows cracked, and the alarm wires are cut. So guess what? You're paying for it." A ripple of excited whispers spread through the students. Someone gasped. Someone laughed. Someone zoomed their camera closer. Isla's heart dropped. She had barely even looked at the parking lot the day before. She wanted to explain, to say the truth, but her throat locked up the way it always did when too many eyes were on her. Maddox stepped forward, shoving his phone in her face. "Smile for the camera, criminal." She flinched. "Students." Around her laughed. Her voice trembled. "I didn't touch your car. I don't even know how to—" "Oh yeah?" Logan leaned in close, his breath hot and mocking. "You looked desperate yesterday. Probably needed money, right? Thought you could steal my car?" "I wasn't—" "Shut up," Derek snapped. "Just admit it." More phones came up, more whispers, more pressure, more fear. Isla felt her breathing stutter, her heartbeat pounding in her ears like a warning drum. She wanted to run, but her feet wouldn't move. Then Logan made the biggest mistake of all. He grabbed her backpack, unzipped it, and dumped everything onto the pavement. Her pencils, notebook, sketchbook, and a small velvet box spilled across the ground. The box popped open. Inside was a locket, old, elegant, silver, engraved with tiny flowers. Isla gasped sharply and dropped to her knees, scooping it into her palms like it was the last piece of her soul. But Logan only laughed. "Oh, what's that? Stolen too?" Her jaw trembled. "It was my mother's, a thief and a liar." Logan grabbed her sketchbook and flipped it open. "What's this garbage? You draw cars so you can steal them better?" He ripped a page. Something inside Isla snapped, but not in rage, in fear. She pulled the locket to her chest, trembling harder. Derek whistled. "Look at her shaking, guilty as hell." The crowd laughed, until a voice cut through the noise like a blade. "What the hell is going on here?" Everyone turned. Principal Harris stood on the steps, arms crossed, brows drawn tight. Behind him, gym coach Avery walked briskly toward the circle, suspicion all over her face. Logan smirked. "Sir, she vandalized my car and tried to steal it." The principal frowned at Isla. "Is that true?" Isla opened her mouth, but Maddox jumped in first. "We caught her looking inside, sir. And when we came back today, the car was damaged." Lies. Lies so smooth even adults paused. The principal sighed, disappointed. "Isla, we need to talk." But before he finished, every single phone buzzed simultaneously. A text alert, a notification, a video. People gasped, then more gasps, confused whispers. Several students pointed toward the entrance of the school. Derek's face lost color. Maddox swallowed hard. Logan blinked rapidly, because walking through the gate was someone none of them expected. A tall man in a black suit. He walked like a soldier, moved like a panther, and carried the kind of presence that made everyone straighten without knowing why. His jaw was sharp, his gaze piercing, and he had a scar that ran from his cheekbone to his jawline. And he was walking straight toward Isla. Students parted like water around a ship, making space for him even before he reached them. Isla looked up and froze. because she recognized him. The crowd whispered, "Who is he? Is that her dad? No way, she never talks about family." Logan's voice cracked. Who is that guy?" The man reached Isla, gently placed a hand on her shoulder, and spoke in a low, firm tone. "Are you okay?" The crowd fell dead silent. Isla shook her head. Logan swallowed. Sir, this is none of your business." The man lifted his gaze to the bullies, and their blood ran cold. His voice was calm, too calm. "I am Major Adrian Hale, U.S. Military Intelligence." He held up a badge. The entire parking lot went dead. Major Hale turned to the principal. "Before any accusations continue, here is the security footage from yesterday." He tapped his phone, and every nearby phone automatically received a video file. Students watched in stunned silence as footage showed Logan, Derek Maddox, laughing, trying to climb onto Logan's own BMW, Derek slipping, Derek cracking the window with his elbow, Maddox scratching the door with his belt buckle, Logan trying to disable the alarm so his dad wouldn't find out. And finally, Logan pointing at Isla through the lot, whispering, "Perfect. We'll blame the shy girl." When the video ended, the bullies were shaking. People in the crowd backed away from them in disgust. Phones recorded everything, and Logan's voice came out as a squeak. We didn't..." Major Hale stepped closer, and Logan's knees buckled. "You accused an innocent girl," the major said quietly. "You tried to destroy her." Derek stuttered. We didn't know she had... A military guardian," Hale finished. The bullies nodded rapidly, but Major Hale leaned down, eyes deadly. "She doesn't need a military guardian, boys. She can handle herself." And then he said the part that made all three bullies pee their pants. Literally, voice low, eyes locked on theirs, tone ice cold, "And if you had touched her," he paused, "you would have learned exactly what she really is." The bullies shuddered. Whispers erupted instantly. "What is she? What does he mean? What is she hiding?" Isla's eyes widened in panic. "Major, don't..." But he simply placed a hand on her shoulder. "You don't have to hide anymore." And the entire school stared at Isla with new, terrified curiosity as the screen faded to black, setting the stage for Chapter 2.